Hello, welcome, and thank you for joining me. Deep breath. I'm Sandy, Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Canada, and ooh, fun stuff, fun stuff. I know today, this time I didn't tell you what we were making in advance, didn't tell you what we were using. What a meanie, huh? What a meanie. Such a mean girl. But you'll know very soon. You can just see the tops of them there. Yeah, so this weekend we had our team Christmas party. So that's people from my team and from my uplines team and from a sidelines team. It was fun. It was a lot. And what I did for that is I had this ornament that I wanted to put in a box, something that I'd made. And well, the particular box that we're going to do today was inspired by Sam Hammond, aka Poodle's Paper Craft. She's in England, and just makes the coolest things. So we're going to be making the small version, which is the version that Sam did, and I will give you all the measurements later on today. It'll all be in my in the comments. Above the video, above, below, wherever. And anyway, let me show you what we're making. So we're gonna make this cute little box. So you can see it doesn't have a lot of space in it, and the ornament required a bigger box. This would be really cute for something like like chocolate, like, let's see, little bag of candies, maybe a ring or something. Wouldn't that be cute? Really cute little table favors too at Christmas time. You could even like put their names on a little tag. Wouldn't that be cute? Now this is the big one, the bigger one. I'm like, what's that noise? It's a dog barking. I'm hearing things. This is the big one. This is the size I made for the Christmas party. So this one we're not making today, but it will be on my blog on the 15th of the month. The 15th of every month, we do a blog hop. And I hope you check that out. And I'll have the measurements for this one on there. So let's just set that one aside. I will show you later what's in it. Anyway, so here's the little box we're making. Super cute, super easy. And here we go. Alrighty, so this is my paper cutter. I have already cut this down to, I have to read my own measurements, sad, very sad, there, to 4 by 8.5. All right, so you've done that, you've cut that, and then you score. Now, I ran into a little problem when I was making mine, and I'm not embarrassed to say that I kept using the cutter blade when I wanted to score. So with this, and I hope this is in frame, maybe I have to move it up a bit, I can remove this blade. This is the cutter blade, and it's right there. So I'm putting that aside, because even when I made my samples last night, yeah, I know last night, take your time, eh? I somehow managed to to cut. I'm going to turn you just a little bit so you can see more of the, there. Hopefully that didn't jiggle too much. Oh no, cold in Manitoba. Lisa, what's going on there? I know, it's winter. Well, okay, it's not quite officially winter, but we're getting pretty darn close. So, yeah, I don't even know what it's like out today, but yesterday, I think it was upwards of 6 degrees, although it was raining. It was kind of nice. All right, so here's our piece. Again, 8.5 by 4. That means you can get 2 of these out of your one piece of cardstock, which is kind of cool. All right, and like I said, I removed the cutting blade, so a certain somebody, yeah, I admit it, me, doesn't cut through this. And I just want to see on my, can you see more? Yeah, you know what? I think that's the right amount that, yeah, because you don't need to see the end of the cutter. There's nothing to see except me. Alrighty. Okay, so at 3.5 is our first score. So line it up. You know this is the new, I feel like I just did that wrong. I did not. 3.5. And then I'm going to bring it down to 1.5. A bunch of scoring happens on this, but I do have a sheet that after I'm done all this part, I will show you, because then you can see the measurements and you can stop the frame anytime you need to. Indeed. Alrighty. Oh, by the way, my son's hernia operation went quite well. They opened him up and went, it's not a hernia. Oh boy, they had something else to fix, mind you, so they did. Alrighty, so there's your score lines at 3.5 and 1.5. So, you know, anxious mama, I was just glad that he was, you know, that he's, you worry, you worry every time someone has an operation, and he's healing nicely, as a 20-year-old would, you know. All right, so that was our score lines on the long side, on the short side, I should say. Now we'll go to the long side. So we're going to score at 2 inches, move it up to 4. I love the math on this one. Now the math for the bigger one wasn't quite as easy. It took me, embarrassingly, 5 tries. And hopefully I got this one right. Wouldn't that be not funny? Wouldn't be. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, and 8. That's pretty easy math. And then what we need to do is put a little half score mark here and here. So that's 2. So obviously we want that at the 1 mark. So I'm just going to line up my, I like to do this before I score something that I can't see what I'm doing. So we put that into the 1. We're just scoring to that little line up here, so just a little bit, and I'll show that closer in a moment. Alrighty, and if I didn't get all the, well, I did not get all the way down. I keep forgetting that the little score thing is in the center, so you can go a little further. Okay, so after this little line, so this is 2, 4, 6, 8. There'll be a little ½ inch. So you're starting here. So this is the first one that you're going to put the line, and then the third one. So we'll call that first and third, just because I said so. Alrighty. The first and third. Sounds like a sports thing. I'm not into sports at all. I appreciate the people that do sports because they're awesome. Okay, don't need this right now. Move that aside. I do need this though, because we have more scoring to do. Now here's something that I totally forgot about the take your pick tool, because I always use like either the pointy end, which is sharp, or the palette, and I'm like, why don't I have the oh darning, the scoring things, and leave it to me to go look in the drawer and go, yeah, it comes with that. Alrighty, so it does. I just have to get this right with the lighting because this is dark and I couldn't quite see what I was doing. So I will show you close up. I don't know if you can see the score lines, so I'll bend them a little bit. So what we're going to do to make this little triangle end is make a triangle. So I'm going to go from here to here and here to here and do that again on this one. And hopefully it all lines up. So you can use any ruler. This just happens to be my little crafty ruler that I use. Alrighty. And I needed this underneath for just a little bit of cush so I could make the indents. There's one. Is that visible on screen? Can you actually see the score lines I'm doing? I was wondering if I should have used a lighter color. And 2. So you can see our little triangle, hopefully. I guess if I keep doing that and changing the light a tad. All right, next score line is there and up to the top. These are really quick and easy. You know, it's just me and my yapping that takes so long. You know, it's like blah, 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 blah. Yes. Alrighty. So, score lines are in. Next thing, where did I put it? I probably put it away. There it is. Next thing is you want to make all these lines nice and crisp. So get your bone folder out. Maybe not the one that's got blue ink on it, which of course won't affect this at all. And get those edges nice and crisp. I know I couldn't bring the pretty one out. No, I couldn't do that. Why would I do that? Alrighty. Next and next. And another one here. And here. Alrighty. And now scissors, which are right here. Okay, so still with the, I call this the little end. Oh, you can see them. Oh, excellent. Thank you, Lisa. You know, I worry that, you know, what's visible. Okay, so for the, we need to do some cutting. So we're going to cut this little end out first. And rather than cut straight on the fold line there, I'm making a little tab, because that's what we're doing. We're making a little tab. And then just make a tab at this end. Easy peasy so far. Alrighty, and then just cutting straight up to our next line. 1, 2, and 3. Now, these are going to be the flaps. These flaps with the triangles are going to be inside, so they don't matter. But now this is one thing that I've changed with Sam's design is rather than have it squared, is you're just going to take a little bit off the sides without the triangles, and it'll just make a neater looking bottom. You know, like in sewing class, my cousin always said that the teacher didn't look at what you made, she looked at how you made it. She wanted to see what kind of mess did you make underneath all of the mess. All right, so there we go. Everything's folded. And we have to do a little bit of gluing as well. Now when I say glue, you want a strong adhesive. So you have snail. I know we don't do fast fuse anymore. However, you can use whatever works for you. So our first bit, make sure, you know, this is the part where I'm like, one of them I did this flap on the outside and went, well, that's a dumb design. No, that was me. That was me all the way. There we go. Oh, my daughter took me out for my birthday yesterday. It was supposed to be Saturday, but she ended up in a merge on Friday night. It's like we haven't seen hospitals enough. Yeah, so we couldn't go Saturday. So she's all better today. Now what I'm doing with these is I'm just folding these in just a little bit. But this is how it works. How cool is this? You pinch. How cool is that? Now, before I get ahead of myself, we want to put a little bit of prettiness on the front. So this is, and I'll give you the measurements in the comment, this is the wrapped in plaid paper. And just going to adhere that little bit of snail. I know you can use your Tombow for this. However, this is what's on my desk, so this is what I'm using. And then just line that up, just a cute little square. Just to add some pretty to the front. And it also reminds you then by putting the paper on first, which I haven't done, except this is like the first one I've actually weighted or done it on the front, not on the inside. That's not embarrassing, is it? It's just because I'm so honest that I have to say, you learn from my mistakes and then yours are perfect the first time. The first ones I didn't fold right. Okay, so again, I'm going to fold like so. So these two flaps can just fold in. I don't need to adhere that at all. So this one, just add some fast fuse, and you want to add it close enough to the edge that it doesn't, come on. Fast fuse and I don't always get along because it ends up on my desk like that. There we go. Okay, so fold that, just make sure it's nice and straight. Okay, and then to make sure that stays down, there we go. Okay, now if you have really strong hands, you can take something like this. I don't have, you know, the big one, was it the crocodile or something? Crocodile? Something like that. Maybe that's not the name of it. Anyway, I went looking for it and I guess you can't find it anymore? Question mark. Anyway, so my hands aren't strong enough to punch all the way through here, so I had to do the cheater method. The cheater method is this. You know what? Oh, no, that's right. Little bits falling out. I don't have to. Okay, so the cheater method is I put in my first punches. Yeah, that's the word, punches. That was a tough one, wasn't it? I'm eyeballing it. If you really need to measure it, you go right ahead. Oh, that's like way off, but yeah, that happens. Okay. And then let's see if I can get through this. I needed both hands, so let's see if we can get through that on the same spot. Oh, not bad. I did not expect that. I'm getting stronger. Oh boy. Boy. But I couldn't get through 4. I tried yesterday so hard. I'm like, you can do this. But I couldn't. All right. Before we get too far, also, I do want to put a little bit of embellishment on. So this is from the tree. This is just a piece of Whisper White that I ran through the Big Shot using the, what was this one called? The Winter Knit. Got it. Winter Knit embossing folder. And I know it doesn't show up really well there. I think it doesn't anyway. It's pretty and it's subtle. And that's kind of what I'm going for here. Especially if one was to want to put a tag on. Before we do that too, yep, a few of these. So these are the holiday rhinestone basic jewels. Wow, I must be getting better at this. Now a lot of people will use their tool. So mine's not all together right now, so we'll just do it this way. I wonder if that might have been easier if I hadn't put that on first. That might have been. Again, learn from me, my friends. Learn. Whatever I do, don't do what I do. Don't do what I do. Oh, I must be very sticky today. I might just go with 3 on this one. I think 5 on the other one was a little too much. I might just need to move that one. Yeah, this one had 5. Thought that might be a little much. So you would put, let's see if these will fit in. So these are chocolates. Lay them flat. Oh yeah, they'll fit. I probably could have got more in there. Probably. And then this is just this is the linen thread. And you simply go through one side, come out this side, thread her back through. And hopefully it's starting to fray a little bit because I'm so mean to it. That's why. I don't know. Alrighty. Ta-da. And scissors again. That would be a gigantic bowl, and we don't need a bowl that big, so I'm going to make that a little smaller. Okay, so how easy is this? Seriously. Very, very, very easy. Pardon me. Now, got a wee bit of a froggy. So you know how I did free shipping up to my birthday on Saturday? Yep, I'm 60 now. I sure am. I feel exactly the same. Exactly. Well, tomorrow Stampin' Up is having free shipping. Copycat. With, in their case, with a $60 order before tax, there's no shipping. So that's a sweet deal. You want to make sure you look at the clearance rack. If you have Christmas gifts still to get, and I have bought a total of 0 so far, if you have, tie it tighter, if you have Christmas gifts to get and you know someone that's crafty that's on your list, you will look like a hero. Big time. Big time hero. When you pick up a bunch of goodies off the clearance rack. And the discount part of the year-end closeout. You can get a lot of goodies. I think on the clearance rack they're up to 60% off. And I've picked up some of the goodies because, hey, you know, we all know somebody that needs something, or you need prizes for classes, or who knows what, you know. Oh, and there we go. Bit of a messy bow. If you wanted to, you could make this smaller and put like a big other bow on top. There you go. Again, how easy is that? And the big one. Dun, da, da, da. On my video, I'll show you what's in here. It's an ornament that I made all by my little lonesome. Anyway, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Oh, that could be tree decoration, Lisa. That's an excellent. Wouldn't that be cute? Oh my God. And they're light too. Well, not with chocolate in them, but they're very light otherwise. Yeah. So please do me a huge favor and share my video with your friends. And if you're watching from YouTube, Oh, I have to bring in the measurement sheet so you can do a freeze frame on it. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, please. Please, please, please. And click the bell. Leave me a comment. Okay, so here we are with the measurements. I did them in different colors so you could tell which side's which. Not to scale, clearly. Oh, shock, right? Oh, shock. Anyway, there we go. So I'll get my hands out of the way. Does it show up in frame? I can't tell yet because of the lag. Oh, there we go. Oh, it totally shows up. Excellent. Excellent. There you go. Alrighty. Instructions are there. And again, I will have this as I'll do another one of these and do a photo for the our mid-month blog on the 15th. Alrighty, have yourself a wonderful week. Stay warm. Stay warm, my friends, and I will see you next Tuesday at 10 a.m. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.